Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber was charged with drunk driving, resisting arrest, and driving without a valid license after police saw the pop star street racing early Thursday morning. Singer Justin Bieber has appeared in a Miami court accused of racing and driving under the influence of alcohol, marijuana, and prescription drugs. The singer, dressed in an orange jail uniform, stood silently with his lips sometimes pursed as attorney Roy Black represented him in the hearing. Bieber was booked into a Miami jail after failing a sobriety test, Miami Beach Police Chief Raymond Martinez told reporters Thursday. Bieber made some statements that he had consumed some alcohol and that he had been smoking marijuana and consumed some prescription medication, Martinez said. A Miami Beach officer saw Bieber driving a yellow Lamborghini in a race against a red Ferrari in a residential area of Miami. The cars were speeding at about 55 to 60 miles per hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone. The arrest report describes Bieber as having a flushed face, bloodshot eyes, and the odor of alcohol on his breath. The 20-year-old pop star's plea deal with prosecutors detailed includes a 12-hour anger management course, $50,000 charitable contribution, and court fines. The deal allows Bieber to avoid driving under the influence conviction. Lindsay Lohan. Since 2007, Lohan has been convicted in 3 cases: a drunken driving and drug case, a theft case filed over a stolen necklace, and a reckless driving case filed after the actress crashed her Porsche into a dump truck on Pacific Coast Highway while on her way to a movie shoot. The drug and DUI case were resolved in 2012, 4.5 years after she was arrested twice in quick succession. Despite taking a plea deal that allowed her to avoid jail time, Lohan struggled to comply with the terms of her sentence and was ordered jail after she missed a court appearance. It took more than 50 court hearings to resolve the trio of cases, with the actress being forced to appear 20 times in person. During her first stay at the Betty Ford Center, Lohan got into a fight with a rehab worker. No charges were filed. These cases also did nothing to help Lohan's career, which was essentially put on hold while she struggled to resolve her DUI case. The actress missed the premiere and promotional opportunities for the film Machete in 2010 because of jail and rehab sentences. Michael Jackson. It's no secret that before and even after his death in 2009, Jackson was the subject of multiple sexual abuse accusations and police investigations, as well as civil and criminal lawsuits. LAPD has begun investigating Jackson based on allegations that he had possibly molested 4 children, including a 13-year-old boy. The police find no incriminating evidence at Jackson's Neverland Ranch, nor at his Los Angeles condominium. Jackson's team maintains that the suit is part of an attempt to extort the star for $20 million. More than a decade later, however, a TV channel reveals in a 2004 report that Jackson settled the suit for even more than that. As part of the settlement, the singer denied any wrongful acts. After raiding Neverland, Jackson's famous ranch in Santa Barbara County, the sheriff's office arrested Jackson on charges of child molestation. After being charged in late 2003, then given additional charges the following April, Jackson is put on trial. After a trial that had a circus-like atmosphere and whose proceedings seemed to sometimes be upstaged by Jackson's antics, the singer was acquitted of all charges. Johnny Depp. The dramatic 6-week defamation trial in which Johnny Depp sued ex-wife Amber Heard came to a close after capturing the world's attention, but it is far from done in the court of public opinion. Both sides' supporters have continued to blame each other. On May 23, 2016, Heard filed for divorce from Depp and 4 days later obtained a temporary restraining order against the Oscar-nominated actor. She alleged that Depp had physically abused her during their relationship and said it was usually while under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Heard received $7 million from the divorce but donated it to charity. Heard wrote an op-ed for the Washington Post in which she spoke about the treatment of women in domestic abuse cases. Depp himself was never mentioned by name. In 2019, Depp sued Heard for $50 million for defamation over the WAPO article. The suit said that Heard is not a victim of domestic abuse, she is a perpetrator, and denied that Depp ever abused her. Instead, the suit said that Heard's allegations were part of an elaborate hoax to generate positive publicity for the actress. On July 7, 2020, the 3-week libel trial began. In 2020, Phone recordings were released in which Heard admitted to hitting Depp. The trial began in early July and lasted 3 weeks. Depp alleged that Heard defecated in his bed and punched him, which Heard denies. Depp also accused Heard of having extramarital affairs with James Franco and Elon Musk, which Heard also denies. Jurors found both Depp and Heard liable for defamation against each other in the verdict. They awarded Depp $15 million in damages from Heard and awarded Heard $2 million from Depp. The jurors reached a verdict after 6 weeks of trial testimony and less than 3 days of deliberation. Conor McGregor. Mixed martial arts fighter Conor McGregor has appeared in a Brooklyn court to answer to assault and criminal mischief charges after he allegedly went on a caught-on-camera rampage after UFC 223 press conference at Barclays Center. He appeared in a packed courtroom alongside another MMA fighter, Cyan Cowley, 25, of Ireland, both in handcuffs, to face a judge Friday afternoon after spending the night in jail. The judge ordered them to stay away from several men they allegedly assaulted in Brooklyn the day before, including fellow fighters Michael Chesia and Ray Borg. McGregor received a $50,000 bail package that would let the Irish fighter reclaim his passport, provided he checks in with his bail bondsman weekly. His attorney assured the judge he is not a risk. His arrest comes after multiple social media accounts captured video of him acting wildly in a non-public area of the arena. One video showed McGregor picking up a metal guardrail and running with it in an apparent attempt to throw it at a departing bus, carrying several other fighters, including rival Khabib Nurmagomedov. Chris Brown. Brown's public image had been cleared until a vicious fight between the 19-year-old and his then-girlfriend Rihanna made headlines. The night before the Grammy Awards, where the couple had been nominated for 2 awards each, the pair had left a pre-Grammy party and got into a public altercation. Rihanna's face and arms had been covered in visible contusions and bruises. He had been charged with battery following Rihanna's hospitalization. Brown was arrested following an early morning altercation in their rented Lamborghini, and his girlfriend was equally incapacitated, her face left bloodied, bruised, and swollen by his vicious attack. A plea deal has been reached in the assault case against singer Chris Brown. Chris Brown, at court, will serve 5 years probation and must do jail time or community service.